I hope you guys had a good day.
Good evening.
Nice. Charles, how are you? Charles? Mr. Wihenya? Okay. So guys, I hope you had a good day. Um, good. I'm so happy to see you guys here. And yes, my name is Nicholas Njao, and I'm a crypto and forex trader. And I mentor people aspiring to become forex traders. I'm the lead mentor at OptimalFX, and I believe kila mtu I'm sure mmepitia kwa group, mmeona zile vitu tumetuma hapo kwa lobby, so you have an idea of what is going on, and you also have an idea of why I started OptimalFX. Yeah, but just a quick one. Well, before I got interested in trading, or even know that there's something called trading, I was a writer. I was a copywriter, and well, at that time I didn't know what is trading. I had no idea. I didn't know what is cryptocurrency, what is forex, stocks, indices, nothing. Yeah, nothing. Until I have a friend. His name is Hakut, and he has an academy where he teaches all things to do with crypto, called Hakut Crypto Academy. And honestly, that is where I started. And before I met Hakut, I was a writer, a very innocent writer. I didn't know anything else. Yeah, I didn't know anything else. And then Hakut used to sell me data because I couldn't afford to pay for Wi-Fi. Yeah, 3,000 a month. That is still a lot of money back then, of course. And so he was selling me data. Then I was using the data to write. And then at some point, I just saw him start posting things on his status about trading, and I got interest. And Hakut is a very generous guy with information, with everything. So I reached out to him and asked him what he's doing and what does that even mean. And at that point, he started showing me a few things. We started meeting. He showed me a few things. Then he started his academy. So I joined the academy, and I learned from him. Mainly Justin Kenya.
Yes, Nicholas.
Vipi?
Yes, Nico.
Uko poa?
Nico poa. Just listening.
Good. Yeah.
I have to know about these things. I'm just listening.
Sawa kabisa. Yeah, kindly on your side, can you mute the mic?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Can you mute the mic from your side? Thank you.
Okay, please. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's okay. Thank you. Good. Yeah. So now that is when I started knowing about trading in general. And now I maybe most of you have heard about what we call Binance futures, and that is where I started. I started trading Binance futures, but back then I would lose a lot of money because I didn't have a strategy to trade with. So I used to lose a lot of money, until I realized that to trade Binance futures and make money, make profits, I needed to have a strategy that I can work with. Yeah, I needed to have a strategy, and that is when I started now having interest in forex. And I've gone through a few mentors, actually about five mentors. One is Kenyan, and other four are abroad. I have one at Singapore, Texas, London. So usually it was just an online thing. I've learned online, like I've done everything online. Yeah, online. That's why I believe like everyone can learn forex and understand it online. Yeah, online. You have your internet, you have your laptop, maybe you have your phone. That's all you need. And then someone to actually guide you through, right? And I can tell you guys, the reason why I started OptimalFX is because before I came to understand forex and to be able to trade in the forex market and actually make profits, I've lost a lot of money before. I've lost a lot of money, and it was a hassle because you see you're going through so many mentors. Every mentor, they have their strategies, right? Every mentor has a strategy, and he'll teach you that strategy, right? Then another mentor will come teach you another strategy, which means now you have two strategies that maybe are even contradicting each other, which means when you go use this strategy and it loses money, you want to shift to the other strategy, and that is the issue. If you start um, choose jumping from one strategy to another strategy to another strategy, then that way you lose money because you don't have an edge. You don't have an edge. In Forex, and to make money, you need an edge. And an edge is basically knowing that if I use these rules and I follow these rules every single time I take a trade, I'll make profits. Yeah, I'll make profits. So that is an edge. For example, take for example a casino. A casino. You always hear that the casino, or rather the house, they never lose money. Why? Because they have an edge. They have an edge. In the UK, for example, the roulette game, utapata, they have 2 zeros, and the US they have 1 0. That zero or that double zero, that is their edge, because that's like a jackpot. Yeah, just like the betting sites, they have those jackpots. They hold those jackpots, and you go there, maybe bet with 100 bob. How many people do you think will bet the 100 bob? So many people, so many people, and all those people, just one will win maybe the jackpot, or maybe hata hakuna mwenye atawin. Yeah, which means all that money is banked by the betting owner, the betting site owner. That is the same thing that happens. Now, for you to make money from the market, you need that edge. You need that edge. And that edge is rules. These are rules that you need to follow every single time you want to take a trade. So when I was learning Forex, I had an issue because I was trying to go through YouTube. There are millions of traders they are teaching. And every single time you learn a new strategy, you want to go try it in the market, then you lose money. So I decided, because Forex is broad, it's very broad. There's a lot of information, yeah? There's a lot of information. So what you do, you need to have just one strategy, follow it, and have one mentor. Because when you have different mentors, that means you're getting different information and different strategies. And when you go to the market, you want to jump all through those strategies, right? And that is how you end up losing money. But with one mentor, one strategy, so easy, and it's so faster. It's so quick to learn and understand it when you trade, when you're learning from one person. Because honestly, if I knew before I started, I would have found just one mentor all the way, right? All the way. But I didn't know. Honestly, I didn't know. And I'm still glad that I went through those mentors, because I learned a bunch of information that I can now be able to share with you guys, and make sure that you guys don't go through the same process that I went through. Yeah, I don't want you guys to go through the same process, losing money in the market, maybe jumping from one strategy to another strategy, all that hassle. I don't want you guys to go through that hassle. So when I started learning Forex, my pure intention was just to understand a strategy that I can use to trade Binance futures. But when I started, I came to fall in love with Forex, honestly. I came to fall in love with Forex because there's that consistency. This is something you can do daily. Yeah? This is something you can do daily, and make money from the market. Yeah? So this is a career, basically. It's a career. And this is a business. It's a very serious business. So when you want to do Forex or any kind of trading, this is not a side hustle. Okay? This is not a side hustle. This is a business that can earn you 6 figures every month. Yeah? Every single month. You just have to know the strategy, practice the strategy, start making money, and fix the rules. Follow those rules. Don't break the rules. Yeah? Don't break the rules. That is all you have to do. So now when I came to fall in love with Forex and I started trading, at first I wasn't profitable, not at all. But later I came to understand my strategy, back tested it, and started to make profits. So guys, now the reason why I came to realize I can actually teach Forex is because a few of my friends started to ask me, how are you doing this? How are you trading and making money from the market? Because it's not that easy. Being profitable in the Forex market or any trading, it's not easy. either crypto, stocks, indices, anything. It's not easy. You need to follow those rules. You need a working strategy that can win you money. Yeah? And when we talk about winning, we don't necessarily mean that you won't have losses. No, you will have losses, but the wins will be more than the losses, and that is how you make money. Yeah, that is what we call a win rate. You need a win rate to be able to make money. When you have maybe a 70 to 30, that means you can win 70 trades, lose 30 trades. For example, if you trade 10 trades, you're winning 7 trades, losing only that. Yeah. So when my friends started asking me how I'm doing this, and they wanted me to share it with them, and since my mentor Hercule was always generous with information, I have no reason to like not share the information. Right? Why not? Because this field is not, there's no competition here. There's no competition. There's a lot of money being traded in the market. Literally, there's like $7.5 trillion being traded in the market every single day. That's a lot of money. Which means if you guys start trading and making $1 million every single day, that's still okay. Yeah, I'll make my money, you will make your money, the other person will make their money. There's no competition. So why not share the information? And that is when I decided, instead of just sharing with my friends, why can't I share with more people? Because we're living in a third world country, right? This is a third world country. And sharing an opportunity with people that they can earn in dollars. Right now you see how the Kenyan shilling is becoming weak day and day, right? So having something that you can do and make money and be paid in dollars, it's amazing. It's amazing. And this is something you can do from anywhere, anywhere in the world, anywhere in the world. And it gives you the freedom, yeah? It gives you a lot of freedom, because you can do it anywhere you are. Yeah? Right now nitoke kwa nyumba niende mahali tu uko nje, nitatrade bado. Ulisikia Ruto president akisema like anataka watu hii country kuwe ile ya mtu amekalia pikipiki na bado ana trade, anapiga shughuli nyingine bado. You see? So guys, that is why I started OptimalFX, just to share with more people than just my circle of friends. And guys, you're most welcome here. And once you join OptimalFX, you become family, and we go all the way. And I can see Hercule is here. Hercule is the guy I told you guys, he's my mentor. He's the reason why I'm here, because if I didn't come to know about crypto and actually joining his school to learn about crypto, I would never known about futures, forex trading. Ningekuwa tu, yeah, ningekuwa tu. So ningetaka Hercule atusalimie. Hercule.
Yes, bro.
VP.
VP, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for
How is
joining.
it going?
It's good. I was just making the introduction.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, before we start on the outline.
All right. So what do you want me to say now? Because, if I was to talk about you, I can like take the whole day, man,
Right. Yeah. Just say hi and something like that.
So hello, everyone.
Yes.
This is Hercule, and the CEO and founder of Hercule Crypto Academy. Nick has been a very close friend of me, and tumetoana mbali na Nick. I can tell you literally, I've seen his life change, and his change is never stopping. Like, he's growing every now and then. Because I remember the first time I met Nick, he was actually doing writing. Maybe you're making noise for daddy. He was actually doing writing, and I used to sell data bundles to him back then. Back then, hata sikuwa najua mambo ya cryptocurrency. And then I got myself into crypto. And to be honest, that is where my life totally changed, in crypto. So when I was in crypto and I saw how my life has been transformed through the industry, sorry, someone was calling me. And, they are struggling getting jobs, and, the kind of country and the economy we are living in at the moment, So I decided why not share this knowledge with, close friends and family. You get? So I started the academy, but even before I started the academy, I actually used to give free projects, free signals to friends and family. I used to have like a broadcast, and I will share a project with people. I'll share some signals with people. But at some point, I realized like I was the only one who was making money from the many people that I was sharing the projects with. Then I was like, what is going on? Why are these guys not making the same money that I'm making? So I decided to start a paid mentorship. Why? Because I realized when you give people something for free, they don't value that thing, you know? So I decided to put in some small fee. And I can tell you for sure, when I put in some small fee, the first students that I had in my academy, Nick being one of them, Nick can tell you how much money we made. We made so much money. And during that time, we had what we call the bull run. And there were so many projects that were actually launching. That was a season of what we call the meme coins. So out of that class, we have students who actually decided to take some of the subjects that we actually learned and advance. And one of the students that did that is Nick. Nick decided to take technical analysis seriously. He went out his ways, looked for other mentors who are well more advanced than I am in technical analysis, and he actually sharpened his skills. And he sharpened his skills to an extent that when he started his class, I wanted to be part of it. You can imagine I'm a student becoming a mentor, but now in the technical analysis industry. And I can tell you, a lot of people out here, yani out of going through the OptimalFX class, a lot of people out there who are doing Forex, they're actually gambling. Trust you me. Because one thing that I've come to realize at OptimalFX, those people who are currently doing trading, if you ask them what they know about trading, they start telling you support and resistance. They'll start telling you about this indicator and that indicator. At OptimalFX, we don't do that. We just need to understand what is going in the market. And that is what Nick is teaching. Okay? That is what Nicholas is teaching. And I don't want to take so much of your time, but I want to tell you something. If you're looking for something and somewhere that you're going to get an education that you can rely on for the rest of your life, then OptimalFX is the way to go. Why? Because this is a skill that you're going to learn. And once you've mastered this skill, it's a skill that you can live with or you can live for the rest of your life. I've seen other Forex traders, doing very big things. So why not you? And the beauty about Forex trading is, another added advantage is you're actually getting paid in dollars. Currently, $1 to Kenya shillings is almost going to 140, 145. So just imagine getting paid $1,000. That is almost 145,000. But the thing is, for you to be able to make that money, you have to master the skill. And where do you get that skill? We have Nick here, who's gone out his way and mastered the art of teaching and mastered the art of how the markets move. And he's here charging you, I think it's $200. That's like peanuts. I know guys who are charging like $5,000 for you to join their mentorship. Nick it's like giving it for free. $200 is like, to be honest, depending on the kind of knowledge that you're getting, $200 is way too low. But I'm not saying that so that, Nick, you can adjust the payments. No. But $200, to be honest, I can tell you, you're actually getting it like for free. It's just like a commitment fee, just to show that you are serious. Because the thing is, if Nick decided, well, I'm not going to teach anyone what I do, he can just sit in his house and make money, So he's not actually coming to teach you as a way of him making money. Well, he will make something out of that, but that is not like his main hustle. He will make money every day trading. Actually, if all of you guys, I can see we are actually 26. If all of you pay $200, that is like $4,600. And Nick is going to take you through the class for like 2 months for $4,600. Do you know Nick can make that money in a day or in 2 days? So what I want you guys to understand is Nick is not here to take your money. He's actually here to mentor and help you. Because I think we actually have the same reasoning. We grow by helping others. You know, when I come out there or when I go out there and I meet with someone that in one way or the other impacted their lives, I normally feel so good. And I'm happy to actually see some of the guys from HCA here. And I'm very happy to also be in the same class, the very first class at Optimal Effects with them. And we are actually doing very well. Very soon, you will see, we will come back with a lot of testimonies because currently we've learned like everything. So what we are currently doing is backtesting before we dive into the live market. But so far, so good. So guys, this is an opportunity that you're getting. And I believe probably as we go on, the fee might increase. So don't let this opportunity slip your way. So take this opportunity and trust you me, you're never going to regret about it. Over and take you through that. That is all that I wanted to say for now. And I wish you luck and I'll see you guys in class. Bye-bye.
Thank you,
bro.
thank you, Hakit, so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. What do you say? Ubuntu. Guys.
Yes, Ubuntu.
Ubuntu, right?
Correct.
I am because we are.
I am because we are.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
We'll catch up. Okay.
Yeah, have a nice dinner.
Thank you, bro.
Okay. Yeah, so guys, that was Hakut. And Hakut was my first mentor in trading, in things to do with trading and in life in general. Yeah, in life in general. So without wasting more time, not wasting. But I would like us now to dive to what we have at Optimal Effects right here. And now we're going to go through the course outline. The course outline. And you see, guys, as I said before, that crypto and forex, these are skill that you need. And these are skill that you can live on. Why? Because this is something you can do every single day, and the market is not going anywhere. And that is why, and that is because, you see, when we talk about forex, we're talking about exchange of foreign currencies. For example, someone is coming from, let's say, United States. They're coming to Kenya. What do? We change their dollars and give them Kenyan shillings, right? And that process is what we call forex. Okay, that is what we call forex. And forex will not go anywhere as long as we have countries, and those countries have fiat, of course, their currencies. For example, how we have Kenyan shillings. The forex market will be there. So, for you to become a consistently profitable trader, you need to go through the process. This is a process, okay? And this process has about 9 things inside. And this is what I call the Millionaire Trader Checklist. Because once you undergo everything in the Millionaire Trader Checklist, it's inevitable for you to make profits. It's inevitable. You have to make money. You'll make profits from the market. Yeah. And your life will be so good. So the first thing we're going to go through when you join Optimal Effects is the basics. And when you talk about the basics, we are going like, I know some of you guys have never done forex. Some of you maybe have tried forex. Maybe it didn't work out well. Maybe you want to change your strategy, something like that. But if you haven't, we are going to start from the scratch. And when you join my class, I won't care if you have tried forex before, but you have to go through everything, every step, okay? Every step. Because I don't want us to go to technical analysis. Then you're like, what was how are we calculating the number of pips? What were pips again? I don't want things like that. So you have to go through the process, and this is what we call the Millionaire Trader Checklist. So in the basics, we're going to start from the scratch. What is forex? About currency pairs, yeah, about pips, leverage, margin, all those things. Then we go to technical analysis. Now this is where it gets a little more interesting, because technical analysis, this is how you now analyze the market, know where you will take your trade from, the entry, the things we call stop losses, take profits. Basically, when you talk about technical analysis, we're talking about something that looks like this. Yeah, something that looks like this. this chart like right here. So when you talk about technical analysis, is understanding why this chart looks like this, what happened in the market that the chart looks like this right now, the zones I've drawn there, why that trade worked out, why that trade didn't work out, all those things, all those things. That is what we mean by technical analysis. Then you go to the strategy. The strategy now, these are rules. These are rules that you'll be using every single time you want to take a trade. These are rules. Because a strategy is basically a rule-based. This is what gives you an edge. So a strategy is rule-based. You need those rules. And before you take a trade, you will want to see your rules being met. Okay? Then you have what we call backtesting, forward testing your strategy. When we talk about backtest and forward test your strategy, because when I teach you this strategy, do you know if it works? Okay, I'll tell you that it works. Yes, because it works for me. Yeah, it works for me. But what I would like you to do before you start now going to live trading, putting your money on the line, funding that account, before you do that, I want you to backtest and forward test. Backtesting means go back to the history of the market and see when exactly your rules, the rules of your strategy, were met. And if these rules were met, was that trade a winner or was that trade a loser? Yeah, that's all. You backtest, for example, backtest like 100 trades. That will give you a proper win rate. When I'm talking about a win rate, I mean, for example, if you backtest 100 trades, how many trades did you win? How many trades did you lose? If you, let's say you won about 80 trades, that means you only lost 20. You are in the money. You are in the money. You're making money. Yeah. Then we talk about forward testing. Forward testing now is waking up every single day, analyzing the market, and now trading that market. You won't use your money. You'd use what we call a demo account. This is virtual money. This is virtual money. It's money that you cannot withdraw. You didn't deposit that money. So it's free, like it's risk-free. You're just using it to understand the strategy. And when you back test and forward test, that means you gain the confidence. You gain that confidence knowing that my strategy actually works. My strategy actually works. Because without backtesting and forward testing, you can't have that confidence. You need to have that confidence. So, and I'm telling you guys, you cannot jump any step here. You have to follow through. Follow through. So, then we go to optimize. Optimizing is a way to increase the profits. The profits you can make using the strategy. You see, for example, you can take a trade, make what we call a risk to reward ratio. Risk to reward ratio means I'm risking this amount, making this amount. So my risk is this, and my reward is this. So to optimize, we mean you have a higher risk to reward ratio. For example, when I'm talking about a risk to reward ratio of 1:2, I mean if you're risking $10, you're making $20. Then talk about a risk to reward ratio of 1:10. 1:10. If you're risking $10, you're making $100. That is what we call optimizing. Maybe when you start making just 1:2, then as you optimize the strategy and understand it better and know how to refine your entries and having a tight stop loss, things like that, these things will learn when you start trading or running at OptimalFX. So when you start optimizing your strategy, you get a better win rate, or rather a better risk to reward ratio. Then you have risk management plan. When you talk about risk management plan, what we mean is, for example, you fund an account, $100, yeah, $100. Then you want to trade with the entire $100, which means if you lose a trade, you're losing the whole 100, which means now that account is blown. You blow that account. When you blow that account, that means the money you funded or the money you deposited in that account is all gone, all gone. So you need a good risk management. Make sure that the money you're losing is too little as compared to the account size. So if you have $100, just risk small. Maybe risk $5 per trade. Yeah. So when you come to risk management, I'll advise you to risk maybe 1 to 2% of your account. But then we have what we call account flips. Account flips. But we'll get that later. Then trading psychology. Trading psychology usually is when you take a trade, and you are inside that trade, usually there's a lot of emotions involved. Because you're talking about money. You can lose this money, you can make money. So when maybe you take a trade and you're making money, you start getting worried. Will I exactly close this trade in profits? Or will I actually lose this trade? So what I usually say is trading psychology is not what you do while you're in a trade. is what you did way before you pressed that buy or that sell button. Okay, that is trading psychology. Trading psychology will work when you have a good risk management, which means if you're risking like $5, you are comfortable losing the $5. Yeah, you know that if I lose the $5, I still have $95 to take another trade. So you're not worried. But when you trade with $100 and you put that $100, the entire account is at risk, you'll be very uncomfortable. Then you go to demo trading. Demo trading now, this is the virtual money I'm talking about. The virtual money I'm talking about. So when I'm talking about demo trading, this is using the virtual money to take trades in the market and see if your strategy actually works. This is just for practice. It's just for practice. Then discipline. Discipline is everything. Literally, in life, in all the things you do, you need to be disciplined. For example, guys, let's say I'm not disciplined to what I do. Yeah? That means I could have invited you guys to this meeting, then I don't show up. Why? I'm not disciplined. Like after this session, I'm having the actual class, the main class for the January students. Yeah? And you see, I have to go through and join that session and teach what I'm going to teach during the session because I'm disciplined to what I do. And you need to be disciplined. When I'm talking about discipline, I'm talking about being disciplined to everything we just mentioned. To the basics, technical analysis, the strategy, backtesting, optimizing, risk management, trading psychology, demo trading. Everything. You have to be disciplined. And usually I say, sometimes you want to do something and you feel the motivation to actually do it. Yeah? You have that motivation to actually do it. For example, you guys are right here, right now. You could have been maybe to other things, doing other things, meeting your friends, spending the time with your family. But right now you are here because you are motivated and you know what you want. Yeah? And you see, sometimes you won't be motivated. Sometimes you just won't be motivated. So you just need to be disciplined. When you are disciplined, even if the motivation is not there, the discipline will guide you through. Discipline. That is very important. So now when we talk about Forex basics, we have quite a number. We have what is Forex. This is where we know what is Forex. And if you don't know what is Forex, we're going to learn what is Forex because Forex is basically the exchange of foreign currencies. Then we talk about currency pair. When we talk about a pair, you know a pair is two things. These are two things. So currency pair, which means those are two currencies. For example, US dollar and Kenyan shilling. That is a currency pair. Then talk about the difference between base and quote. We'll learn about that. Base is basically the first currency in a currency pair. Then the quote is the second currency. And base currency is always equal to 1. So for example, if you're trading, let's say, dollar Kenyan shilling, that means you're buying $1 using a certain amount of the quote currency, which is the Kenyan shilling. Right now, you're buying $1 for about 145 Kenyan shilling. So what is a pip? We go through that, how to count pips, value of pips in dollars, what's a lot. These are not even, I'm telling you guys, Forex is broad. It's broad. And this is something you can take, people take even years to crack Forex. Yeah? People take years to be profitable in Forex. Other people take months. I'm talking about 12 months, 6 months, just to understand what is going on. But what I have compiled here at OptimalFX is a course that you can take, and by the end of the 8th week, yeah, you are good. You are good. I'm telling you, you are good. You'll be knowing so much. Up from there is just practicing and making money. Practice and make money. But I want you guys to be very, very disciplined to this course. Yeah, you have to be disciplined to this course. Ask questions, learn more, practice more, and at the end it will reward you. So how to calculate lot size? What is a broker in Forex? What is leverage? How to use leverage to advantage? What is margin call and how to avoid it? What is spread in Forex? These kind of things. And I want you guys, if you find something that you would like to ask a question, just note that question down. Maybe you can put it on the chat box, or when I'm done, I will have a short Q&A session. Just ask the questions and I'll answer them. Yeah, so more to the basics. Then you go to the type of orders used in trading. You see, let's say you have a job. You are 9 to 5. Yeah, you have your 9 to 5. But still, you want to learn. Yeah, you want to learn. Now, For example, I saw a few guys I know. Kama William. William is a lawyer. So let's say William is going to the office, yeah, and still he wants to trade. So what does he do? He'll come in the morning, analyze the market, and know where he should expect a trade to come from. Know his entry. So what he'll do, he'll set an order and then go to work and forget about trading. Why? Because when he sets that order and the market comes to that point, that order will be activated. Yeah? That order will be activated. And once that order is activated, that means he's in the money. That means he's making money, right? So once he comes back, utapata ile trade alikuwa ameweka, sorry, maybe hata imeshachukua profit. So he's in the money. So we have types of orders to do all that. And sometimes you can wake up in the morning, open the chart, then you can see your trade is just there. You want to get involved in that trade right away. What do? There's a type of order that you do or you place that like immediately, instantly, you are involved in that market. So we have limit buy orders, we have limit sell orders, we have market buy order, market sell order, stop limit order, stop market order. And we are going to learn all these when we start learning this course. Just give me a second. Hi, I'm good. You want? Sorry? You want headphones? Okay. Eh. Why? And via the app? Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, so what do you want? What do you? Oh, okay. So, because I'm actually in class. I'm doing the course overview for the next class. Yeah. Or just text me on WhatsApp. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. We have these types of orders and we go through them when we start this course. Then now we have the practicals. So when we talk about the practicals, this is how, because you see, when it comes to trading, we have different tools, different platforms. So you need to understand how to use all those platforms and all those apps so that you can be able to place trades in the market. So we have, for example, trading view, and basically this is the trading view. Whatever you can see on my screen right now, this is trading view. This trading view, and trading view is one of the best platforms out there when it comes to trading. And on trading view, you can basically study anything. When I'm talking about anything, I mean currencies, stocks, indices, crypto, everything. Literally everything is here. So you can analyze everything. We have different tools here. You can see all these tools. These are this is what we call. You see, all these are different currencies, different coins, different stocks. Yeah, we have even gold. Right now, the chart you can see is actually gold. Right here, this is gold. So you can even trade gold. Yeah. So that is trading view, and of course we now do a practical on trading view intensively, knowing how to use every tool, everything you will need to be able to trade. Then you have how to use MT4 and MT5. MT4 and MT5 means MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5, and these are just trading platforms, and they help you place the actual trade. So you just connect what we call a broker, then now you can take your trade. Then you have the C Trader. That's still another platform to place trades. Then how to place a trade. If you have never placed a trade before, this is when you place your first trade. So we go through how to place a trade on MT4 and MT5, on TradingView, and on CTrader. Then how to read a chart. How to read a chart. Basically, what you can see on this chart, what you can see on this chart, what you can see, these bars you can see, they are called candlesticks. Candlesticks. And basically, candlesticks these are a graphical representation of the market price. Okay? It's a graphical representation of the market. To understand the price of the market, you need to use these candlesticks. Use these candlesticks. And we still have different types of candlesticks. You can even have a line chart. Look at that. That's just a line chart. You can use a line chart. And we have, you see, we have bars, we have candles, we have hollow candles, columns, area, baseline, all these. But mostly I use candles and the line chart. And of course we'll get there. Good. So we'll go through about the candlesticks in Forex, candlestick analysis, and candlesticks worth trading. Because I told you this is broad. Candlestick is a whole topic. But I'm going to show you the candlesticks that you need most. The candlesticks that you need most. And that is the 38.2% candlestick, engulfing patterns, long top wick, and long bottom wick. And of course, when you start learning this course here, you'll know what that means. Then we have the CEST. CEST, and CST basically means conditions, entry, stop, and target. This is a system that you need every single time you want to place a trade. You want to know the conditions. The conditions is basically the strategy, the rules. Then entry, where exactly are you entering that market? Then the stop. If your setup is wrong, if you are wrong, where are you going to get out so that you don't lose a lot of money? Then the target. If you are right, where are you going to take your profits from? Yeah, CEST. Then what is ATR? ATR stands for average true range. Average true range. And average true range is basically it's a volatility indicator. It's a volatility indicator. When I'm talking about volatility, I mean how quickly the market is moving. Yeah, how quickly the price is moving, the price is changing, how fast. So ATR usually help us to place stop losses. Okay. Then you have trading psychology. Trading psychology, we mentioned this when we mentioned about the basics. Then the risk management still we mentioned. CST I have mentioned. Then we have the profitable trader triangle. And the profitable trader triangle is basically consists of three things. One is a strategy, the edge, the strategy, or rather your edge. Then after the edge, we have risk management. Risk management, because without good risk management, you won't make money. Then discipline. Discipline to what? To your strategy and to the risk management plan. That's all. Then we go to the basics of the strategy now. This is where now it gets interesting. Because I told you guys, we have millions of traders out there, yeah? And I told you, this industry, there's no competition. Literally, there's no competition. There's too much money here. A lot of money. Yeah? In Forex, you can make any amount you want as long as you know how to. As long as you know how. Just as Hakit said, guys, I'm telling you, I'm not here to take your money. Okay? I'm not here to take your money. Because if I want to make money, I can just stay in my house and make money. Because I already know how to make that money. That doesn't mean I won't have a losing trade. No, I'll definitely have a losing trade. But of course, the trades that I win are more. And if I win a trade, it's making a lot of money. You see? A lot of money. So guys, I'm telling you guys, you can make any money you want from Forex. As long as you want, you know how to. As long as you know how to, you can make any amount you want. So, all I want you guys to do is follow through this course. Put in the personal effort. Yeah? And at the end of it, you'll be rewarded heavily. So, basics of the strategy now. So I told you guys, we have different traders out there, and all those traders, they have different strategies. And I'm telling you guys, to be able to become a consistently profitable trader, you just need one strategy that works. One strategy, and that's all. And this one strategy, what do you do? to get this one strategy, just this one strategy, you want to stick with one mentor and follow through the same concepts, okay? Because out there you have trendline traders, breakout traders, support and resistance traders, we have supply and demand traders, yeah? All those types of traders, break and retest traders, chart pattern traders, all those traders. But you just want one strategy that works, and that's all. And that is what exactly we're going to learn here. So the first thing we go through is these are order blocks, and we usually say that an order block is a sell to buy or a buy to sell candlestick. Right now, don't worry about it, because you'll hear so many terms that you don't know, that you're not familiar with. But as we move on, itakuwa tu automatic, yeah? These things will get so easy. So it's pretty easy actually, okay? Pretty easy. Good. Yes. So basics of the strategy. The first thing is the order blocks, market maker, imbalance, also known as the liquidity void. We go through mitigation. And basically, I know some of you guys actually know about these terms. Mitigation basically, in general, mitigation means to reduce the risk or the effect of something, yeah? To reduce the risk or the effect of something. We have the flip zone, also known as SSR. SSR stands for significant support and resistance. Significant support and resistance. We have tradable and non-tradable order blocks, market structure. We have a stop hand. We have what we call a BOS, that is a break of market structure. You can also call it BMS. You can either call it BOS or BMS. We have, some actually call it CHOCH, C-H-O-C-H-O. CHOCH, which basically means for the change of character. But those are just terms, fancy terms. You see, every field, we have jargons, yeah? For example, if I ask someone who is, let's say, a doctor will talk about these new terms, asset balance, things we're not familiar with, yeah? Or things that we don't hear every day. But when he goes to other doctors, they can communicate freely because they understand each other. Same way. Right now, if I start mentioning trading terms here, and you haven't studied trading, rather forex, we can't communicate. Why? Because you can't understand it. But when you learn this, you can know all these terms, we can communicate, we can help each other. Okay? Because you see, sometimes you can go to a mentor and they want just to teach you the trading technical analysis. But, or what about all the other stuff? What about pips? For example, what about what is actually forex about? What is it about? Yeah, where is this money coming from? How are we even making this money? Is this even legit? Yeah, or is it a scam? You need to ask yourself those questions. Yeah, but of course it's very legit money. So BOS, then you talk about liquidity. Then you go to what we call an inducement. Yeah, then the wake-off strategy, AMD. AMD stands for accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Then we have what we call laws of wake-off. Laws of wake-off. We usually have 3 laws of wake-off, yeah? We have 3 laws of wake-off. Just to mention, right? Just a minute. Yes. So just to mention, we have the law of supply and demand, yeah? The law of supply and demand, cause and effect, and effort and result. And of course, we go through that. Then we have Quasimodo trading pattern, the Quasimodo trading pattern. And Quasimodo trading pattern, basically, this is huge. This is very important. You see the logo, the OptimalFX logo. You see whatever you see inside, where you have the candlesticks, then we have the dollar, then we have the euro. That pattern you can see inside the logo. Yeah, I'm talking about this pattern inside here. This is what we call a Quasimodo trading pattern. Then we go to trading range, order flow, and when we talk about order flow, we're talking about the institutional order flow. Because the way I trade like the banks. I trade like the banks. And when I say I trade like the banks, I mean the banks call themselves smart money. When you talk about smart money, you're talking about big money players. These guys, when they place a trade, the market actually moves. Yeah, the market actually. I'm talking about J.P. Morgan, Barclays. big banks. Then we talk about discount and premium price using the gun box. We come to learn about that. We have internal and external range liquidity, psychology of a week, and what is climax reversal and how to trade it. What is climax reversal and how to trade it. And we are definitely going to do that. We are definitely going to do that. Just a minute. Okay, good. Yes. Then we have types of traders and how they trade. Reference to strategy. Types of traders and how they trade. Reference to strategy. When I'm talking about types of traders and how they trade, reference to the strategy, what I mean, we have different types of traders. I just mentioned them actually. The trendline traders, you can see, the chart pattern traders, smart money concept traders, breakout traders, SNR traders, and SND. SND means supply and demand. Supply and demand. Hey, at this point I want to know if we are together. Guys, tuko pamoja bado? Mike?
Tuko pamoja. Tuko pamoja. Yeah. Terms ndio ngumu, lakini tutaelewa.
Tuko pamoja.
Present.
Good. Good. Niona tuko pamoja sisi wote. Perfect. Yes. So the reason why we are going to go through the types of traders and how they trade is because you see, when it comes to trading, and I told you guys I've gone through different mentors, yeah, different mentors. Someone has their mic on. Sam, Gitonga. Good. Thank you. Yeah, so we talk about, I told you guys I've gone through different mentors, and that means I've learned different strategies, and I have traded like other traders, and I can tell you why this strategy can make money, why this strategy cannot make money, and of course, every strategy will make money, but all that matters is the win rate and the risk. How big is the stop loss, or how tight is the stop loss? Yeah, so trade line traders, I've traded like the trade line traders. I know how they trade and why I can't trade like them. The chart pattern traders the same. Smart money concept traders, breakout traders, SNR, that is support and resistance, then supply and demand traders. And we have break and retest traders as well. So I call myself smart money concept trader because I trade like the banks, or rather what we call ICT, the inner circle trader. And you see, what happens, you need to understand how all these traders trade, yeah? Then you find a way not to trade like them, okay? Not to trade like them. Because when they lose, you're making money. It's as simple as that. Then we have types of traders and how they trade, reference to duration. We have the scalper, the day trader, the swing trader, the position trader. When we talk about this, we mean, for example, the scalper. This is someone that is very impatient. Very impatient. They just want to enter the trade, then in a few minutes, they are out. Which is still good. Then the day trader, I'm more of a day trader, or rather intraday. I want to trade when the market is very active. For example, when London Stock Exchange is open, New York Stock Exchange is also open. At that time, there's a lot of volume being traded in the market. There's a lot of money being exchanged. So you find yourself just taking a trade, and maybe in a few minutes, you are out, and you've made your profit. Then you have the swing trader. These people are like very patient. A swing trader can take a trade and hold it for days or even weeks. Then the position trader wants to take a trade, and within, they can take this trade and hold it for months, for even years. Yeah, for even years. Then we have the fundamental analysis, yeah? The fundamental analysis. Fundamentals, usually these are like news, yeah? News. Because trading is more than just understanding the technical analysis. These are fundamental analysis. These are news. You need to understand the bigger buyers of the market, the major buyers of the market. For example, let's say you want to buy a stock. Let's say you want to buy a Tesla. If you want to buy a Tesla, what do you need to know to understand? You need to know that This is Tesla, yeah, right? When was Tesla launched, or rather established? Yeah, what has been the growth? How about the competitors? Yeah, how are they dealing with the competitors, right? How are they dealing with the competitors? Guys, just a second. I'm sorry. Hello. Okay, okay. Is faring as much as the competitors are. Um, when you compare the competition and their brand, how they are faring about that. So for you to understand that, you need the fundamentals. There, the information behind Tesla, so that you know if I invest my money right here, will I make profits or is it a joke? Yeah. So when you talk about fundamentals, we want to understand the news. For example, we have what we call NFPs and CPI. These usually are high impact news. When this happens, for example, NFP happens every first Friday of the month. Every first Friday of the month, NFP will happen. And when NFP happens, the market becomes volatile. And by volatile, I mean the price is moving too fast. So you need to understand when these news are coming in, so that you don't want to be involved in the market for that. And for example, I don't trade news, but we have traders who trade news. But I feel like trading news is it's risky. It's high risk. It's highly risky. You can lose a lot of money just trading the news. So you need to understand when the news are coming in. So we have the CFTC, that is the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, the COT commitment of traders. These boards, they try to analyze all the trades being taken by big money players and understanding the buyers of the market. Of course, we are going to look deeply into this later, or of course when you start the course. Then we have TFF, Traders in Financial Futures. That was the same as the COT. Then we have NFP and CPI. NFP, that means non-farm payrolls. CPI stands for Consumer Price Index. Consumer Price Index. Yes. So basically, guys, this strategy is amazing. This strategy is amazing. And I can tell you guys, even when you go on YouTube, you won't find much of information about this strategy. You'll find there are some few concepts there, but combining that strategy and actually making money from the market, that is the whole thing. That is the whole point. Yeah, that is the whole point. You need to be very, very accurate about it. So, for example, let's talk about we're talking about the ultimate trading strategy. The ultimate trading strategy. One thing you need to do is back testing, forward testing, on the demo account. Then you go to live trading. I will not let you guys go to live trading before you back test, before you forward test. Yeah? Because you need that confidence to know that this strategy actually works. If I follow these rules, I can make money. So, let's talk about this strategy. The first thing, why is OptimalFX so good? Yeah? Why is the OptimalFX so good? And the first thing, and I'm telling you guys, just as Hakut was mentioning, you see, this strategy is so good. And just imagine, for Hakut amekuwa kwa trading. He's been trading for so long, For so long, and he's made money. But when he started seeing me trade and making money, he got that interest, and that is the reason he actually stopped teaching his school to join my school. Because I'm telling you guys, whatever I'm giving you here, there's value for your money. Actually, I'm not even charging you guys. Because I can tell you, mentors out there, they're charging like even $20,000 just to get this strategy. Yeah, to get this strategy. So the reason why this strategy is so good, The first thing, it's mind-blowing accuracy. It has a mind-blowing accuracy. Like you take trades that are so accurate. And of course, you guys have seen my trades. I have shared my trades with you. I share them on IG. I share them on WhatsApp, on the group. So you can see my trades. And I'm telling you guys, that kind of accuracy, it's not easy to get. Yeah? So then we have high winning rate. When you talk about high winning rate, I mean, for example, if you take sorry, yeah. For example, if you take 10 trades, and out of the 10, you can win 8, lose 2. You can win 9, lose 1. Yeah. So that is why I'm saying 80 to 90% win rate. Then you have high risk to reward ratio, and I've shared there and said that minimum is a 1:10, and it can go to 1:300. Yeah, I've like me and my mentor, we've taken a trade that went to 336. Imagine 300 plus. That means the money that you're using multiplied by 300. That is crazy. Yeah, that is crazy. Then we have so this strategy will give you a minimum of 1:10, making like a risk to reward ratio of 1:10. That means you can make 10 times the money you're risking easily. Then we have very minimal risk because the stop loss is too small, too narrow, a very narrow spread stop loss. And when you talk about a stop loss, that is the money that you will lose if your trade is wrong. So unaweza pata you're taking a standard lot. Don't worry what is a standard lot, eh? But I mean, for you to take a standard lot and risk maybe $10, it's amazing. It's amazing. Okay? It's amazing. So it has a very minimal risk. Then it's very easy to set up. Usually, I don't wake up early. I'm not a morning person. I'm not a morning person. Usually, right now the trades are opening at 10, and I can wake up at 9:50, and by 10 I'm in a trade. And I didn't analyze the market at night. I'm analyzing it in the morning, because literally in 5 minutes you are like done. 5 minutes you are done. As long as you understand the rules of your strategy, 5 minutes are enough to analyze that market and take a trade. Then works in any market, crypto, forex, stocks. Works in any market. So you can either trade crypto, forex, stocks, indices, whatever you want. Then works in any time frame. When you talk about time frames, you see these candlesticks. I mentioned that these are candlesticks. Yeah. So for example, right here, the time frame is 15 minutes. That means every bar you see took 15 minutes to form. Every bar you see took 15 minutes to form. Yeah? Guys, tuko pamoja? Thumbs up kama tuko pamoja bado. Good. Naona tuko pamoja. So that is it about our outline and why this strategy is so good. Then now let's talk about what I expect from you guys. And what I expect from you, one, I want you to have the time to learn and implement the concepts that we learn here. And when I talk about time, for example, we take, usually it's 1 hour every single day, Monday through Friday, but it gets too interesting that sometimes we extend. Like yesterday, we went all the way to 12 a.m. Yeah, because things are getting interesting. People are having fun. People are excited. So we just continue all the way. It's so time to learn and implement. Then you are unwavering attention during classes. When we talk about your unwavering attention during classes, I mean be attentive. For example, just the way you've been through this overview, that's amazing. You guys can be a very good class. Yeah. So you are unwavering attention during classes. Then your ability to be patient and trust in the process. I tell you guys, this is a process. You need to go through every single step, and be patient, because of course you'll hear so many new terms and I want you guys to be able to look at those terms and actually be able to implement those things that we learn, and trust in the process that at the end of it, it will work out and you'll make profits. Then your ability to follow instructions. For example, we usually have assignments, and I would like you guys to, when I share an assignment, just go do that assignment. If things get hard, just ask me. You can call, you can text, and I'm sure I'll pick that call and I'll reply to your texts. Okay? So follow those instructions. Then prepare writing materials. You have somewhere to note some things down, maybe on your laptop, your phone, or maybe a book and a pen. Yeah? A book and a pen. So guys, that marks the end of this overview. So what I'd like to ask is, if you have any question, put it on the chat box or just raise up your hand and ask. Mr. Julius, how are you? Julius? Good, good. Do you have questions, guys? Anyone with a question, you can just ask.
Nick, sorry, I was trying to click on my screen and it refused. Yes, I'm well. Thank you.
Ah, good. Good.
Question here.
Go ahead, Vincent. How are you, bro?
Yeah,
Nice.
Now, for those terms, hizo terms ni ngumu sana ama they will get easier with time?
They will get easier, so easy.
Okay.
They get easier, yes.
So.
Okay. Then we have Brian Mwendia is asking, will you be giving notes? Yes, I'll be giving notes. And how much money per month are we looking at on average? Now, Brian, this depends on you, because the capital you are using to trade, that will matter. And still your discipline, because I said this is about discipline. And if, for example, you're trading and you want to make $100 every day, or $300, or $500, or maybe $1,000 every single day, but when you make that 1,000, you don't get, like, you still want to take another trade and make more. That means you're not disciplined. Discipline to what? You said that you want to make 1,000. When you make that 1,000, just forget about the market. Trade the following day. So I can't tell you the amount you can make per month, because that will depend on you and your goals, of course, your goals. But I can tell you can make a lot of money. I'm not sure how much money I can tell you that you can make. I'm not sure. But you'll definitely make a lot of money. You can make a lot of money. Because I'm telling you guys, like I think it was last week on Thursday. Yeah, last week on Thursday I made like 700,000. And making like 700K in Kenya, and of course it was in dollars, yeah? It was in dollars. So that's still a lot of money. And imagine making that amount in a day. What do you think about in a month? You can make a lot of money. Of course, you won't make the same figure tomorrow and the next day, but of course you'll still make an amount. But I can tell you there's a lot of money to be made as long as you know how to make this money. Then Ngugi, you've mentioned time it will take and lessons. What the charge, since you've not mentioned it? So yeah, I said the time will be about 1 hour every day, 9. Usually it's 9 p.m. But of course we can agree on the time when we are together. Then the lessons, that will be Monday through Friday. Then this course is supposed to take about 6 to 8 weeks, mostly 8 weeks. So that's about 2 months. Then the charges, that is $200. And actually I've shared that on the group, on the lobby. That is $200. And yeah, and just to be able to prepare so that when it comes to the actual trading, you're ready and we can just start. I'm going to give about 2-3 weeks to just make payments and enroll. So there's no pressure. And actually, I'm going to open enrollments from tonight. Just it will be open until then when we start the classes. Then what else? Yeah, Ngoki, that is answered. Brian Mwendia, thank you for the feedback. Another question: how feasible is it for a person working 8 to 5, especially because it involves researching the market? How long does it take to research the market? I'm telling you guys, once you understand the strategy, you can take literally 5 minutes. 5 minutes and you're done. But before that, you have to work for it. And when I say work for it, I mean you have to like push yourself, practice a lot, practice everything that we do here, everything that you learn, go practice it on the chat, because that is the most important thing. That is the most important thing. So if you're working 8 to 5, you have ample time. Trust me, you have ample time. By the time you're getting off at 5, just say maybe you're settled by 9. We do maybe 1 hour 30 or 2 hours learning. Then you can give yourself 1 hour to implement what you've learned, and then wait for the following day. Then Ben Bruno, what's the minimum amount required to make a trade? Usually that depends with the broker. You can even fund $10. $10 is enough. Brian Ogeto, wow, I'm so glad finally to get the lessons. It's interesting. Thank you, Brian. Thank you so much. Glad to see you here. Then we have James Ngaire. When are we starting the classes? Yeah, I haven't settled for a date yet because I still have the current class, but it's just a few days, then we are done. Then after that, I'm taking this weekend and some part of the next week. I'm going for a short vacation because I'm a little bit, because I'm tired. So I refresh for a few days, then come back. Then after that, we just start the classes. Then I entered the group a little late. Maybe share again the links on payments and every other detail. Ngogi, I'll do that. No problem. Julius Kemboy, thank you, Nick, for dedicating your time to give us a comprehensive intro. I'm glad. Thank you, Julius. I appreciate it. Yes. More questions, guys? Hello, do we have more questions? Awesome class, appreciated. Thank you, James. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Can I ask my question?
Sure.
From what I gathered, you mentioned that you're going to be teaching a strategy, right?
Hello. Oh, guys, should I pay direct to the account number?
Hello.
Yeah. It's a bank, yeah. Pay bill. Yes. Okay. Sorry. Oh, okay. So, KM, I'm waiting to hear your question.
Yeah, Nicholas. From what I gathered, you're going to be teaching a strategy. So
yes.
I'm curious to know, you're going to be teaching one strategy or several strategies so that different people can at least like pick up a strategy that they feel like they're comfortable with.
No. KM, what's your name?
My name is Khalid.
Sorry?
Khalid Mohammed.
Oh, Khalid. Now, I'm going to teach just one strategy, but that strategy has different concepts.
Okay.
Because, for example, let's talk about AMD. AMD, that means accumulation, manipulation, distribution.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to learn that. Then you can decide to just use AMD for your trades. But that means, of course, you'll be getting those classes, those opportunities in the market, but they won't be as often as when you understand all the concepts.
So basically, you're going to teach one strategy, and then different people can manipulate that one strategy in different ways.
Yes. And of course, when you understand all the concepts, you can get more opportunities from the market.
Okay.
Because literally understanding all the concepts. Like right now, I can just go on the chart and just look at it, and I can get an opportunity because you understand different concepts. But when I teach you just one strategy, that means I'm limiting you to just one thing. Yeah. So you won't get those opportunities. You won't get as many opportunities. But it's one strategy, different concepts.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's fine.
basically what we are doing here is we're trying to understand what the market does and why it does that. Because you see, for example, let's talk about maybe a trendline trader. Trendline trader, they are using something that is fixed, yeah? They are using something that is fixed that says that they want to see the first touch, the second touch, then at the third touch, that is when they buy or sell. So that is something that is predetermined. So this person, whoever is trading this trend line, they are like gambling because they don't know why. Why did someone say that at the third touch that is where you're supposed to buy or sell? But now
Okay, that's fine.
when you do what we're trying to do here, you understand what happens in the market.
So thank you so much.
Welcome. Thank you for attending. Good. More questions? Okay, on the chat box we have questions. Some class, yes, last one. Can we pay in installments or is it a one-time payment? Okay, guys, it's $200. It's just one time, and once you join the OptimalFX family, it's lifetime all the way until you are confident enough to take your own trades. So this is something we'll be doing together. Then, so you mean you can analyze the market for the following day, a day before, yeah, it's possible. It's still possible, but usually, mostly, I want you to analyze the market from 2 a.m. at night to 9 a.m. in the morning. But you can do that in the morning because you want to see what the price does from 2 a.m. to 9 a.m. Because I usually look for my trades from 9 a.m. in the morning. And of course, we have 2 sessions to trade. We have London Stock Exchange and we have New York. You can decide to just trade one of them, either in the morning from 10 a.m. And you can trade in the morning from 10 a.m. just for a few minutes, and the trade is good, and you've made money. So don't trade New York. But if you decide not to trade in the morning, you can trade in the evening. That is from 3:30 p.m. That is the New York session. Okay? The New York session. Good.
So can we trade on the Nairobi Stock Exchange?
Yeah, it's still possible, but I've never done that because the number of traders trading the Nairobi Stock Exchange, they are not many. So meaning that there's no big volumes being traded at the Nairobi Stock Exchange. But compared to other stock exchanges like New York and London, there are so many traders waiting for those markets. So you can make a lot of money so quickly. Yeah? Lois, no classes itaanza April. Not necessarily, lakini it's either the last week of this month or the first week of April. So when should we pay for the lessons? Actually, after this overview is done, I'm going to open enrollments and you can just start paying. When you pay, send me a confirmation, then I add you to the main class. So payments will go on until we start the classes. Then, but of course, we are going to still do another class overview. I think on Saturday, yeah, on Saturday. So when should we pay for the lessons? I really appreciate. Thank you, Charles. Thank you so much, and thanks for attending. Then we have Ben. In order to trade, I'm required to have a laptop or a desktop. Not necessarily. You can still use your phone. But of course, the desktop or a laptop will give you a bigger display. That's the advantage. Yeah, that's the advantage. Someone else? Do you have more questions, guys? Brian Ogeto, do you have a question? I see your hand up. Brian Ogeto? Brian Ogeto? Okay. For those people who have their hands up, do you have questions? Julius Kemboy, do you have a question? Hello. I sent you the message. I hope you saw.
No, is my hand up?
Welcome. I'm sorry for the
delay. I don't have a question.
Hello, Julius.
Yes. Hello.
You good?
Very good.
Nice. Awesome. Karis,
Thank you.
welcome. Karis? Karis, do you have a question?
I was asking about after the hizo 8 weeks mtu atakuwa ready kuingia kwa market.
Yeah, mtu atakuwa ready kuingia kwa market.
Okay, thank you.
We have who? Ben Bruno. Ben, do you have another question?
Yeah, Nick, I have another question.
Yeah.
It might sound stupid, but anyway.
Yeah,
I understand forex trading is basically speculating on currencies, prices to potentially make a small profit, right?
Yeah.
Now, in your strategies, you're going to be teaching us on how to trade, and trading is the currencies are traded in pairs. So you're going to be teaching us on how to trade in Kenya shillings and USD, or which currencies?
Now we have different currencies, so many of them. But really we have the major currencies. Like for example, you see the Kenyan shilling is not traded as much. I've never traded it. So mostly I trade pound, the Great Britain pound and US dollar. I can trade the euro and the dollar. I can trade the Australian dollar and the Canadian dollar. I can trade the USD against the yen. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but for me, I only trade. I trade mostly 3 pairs, but of course I trade 1 pair, but I can trade other 2. But I like understanding the market structure of just 1 pair. For example, I love GBP USD. That is the pound against the dollar. But I can also trade the euro against the dollar or gold against dollar.
Okay.
Yeah. So what happens? You will choose the one you want. You can maybe analyze a couple of them, or you can just stick to one, or you can just stick to 1 or 2 or 3. 2 or 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Mike says, "Hey Nick, this is great. Looking forward to start the class." Thank you, Mike. See you in class. Yes. Do you have another question? Anyone? If you don't have more questions, we'll mark this the end of this session, and because I'm going to start the next class now, the main class. So guys, thank you for attending. Thank you for giving me your time, and I hope to see you in class. Let's learn and let's make money together. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Nice.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Thank you. Good bless. Thank you.
Most welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, most welcome. Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Most welcome. Most welcome. Good night.
Thank you.
Welcome, Karis.
See you, my guy.
Yeah, we'll see you. Bro, thanks
All
for
right.
attending.
Poa sana.
Kabisa.
We Nick,
Yes,
niko na swali but nitakupigia tu baadaye.
that's okay, Mike. That's okay.
Haya.
Yeah. Brian,
Eric,
thanks.
poa. Mi niko like 7 minutes kufika Waru.
Kufika?
Kwa nyumba 7 minutes.
Sawa. Acha sasa tuingie tujipange tuingie class yetu.
Yeah, sawa poa.
Sawa. Mwalimu. So good night, guys.